Did you know practicing gratitude can increase your financial decision making by about 20%? Practicing gratitude is one of the best life hacks that we have out there. So let's chop. Welcome back to the Life Money Balance Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Preston Cherry, where we let your life lead your money, not your money lead your life, where your life and money are working concurrently to help you achieve life's design. Fantastic topic today, which is gratitude. It's one of the best life hacks that we have available to ourselves because we can control it. And it's something that we can do something about every day. And today we're going to talk about tips and topics around gratitude that can help us thrive with our life and money. So let's chop. Let's first kick off about what the heck is gratitude. And I have this line that it says, secure your bag by being a G. Now, be a G. And what does that mean? It's that G is grace, grit, and gratitude. And with these ingredients in life, then you're more probable to affirm yourself, have a little bit more control, give yourself a process to work through so you can work to where you want to be and where you want to go. And gratitude is something that we can have in our hand and doesn't cost anything to practice, but it can be a multiplier effect to your wealth. And when we talk about gratitude, what is it, right? It's not one of these pink cloudish things. There's actually something that has measurable results. And actually, you can just feel it, right? The Jackson 5 song back in the day, can you feel it? Can you feel it, right? You can feel gratitude when you're practicing it and also the outcome and results. We're talking about thankfulness. We're talking about appreciation, about our benefits that are happening to us in life. We're talking about positive emotion that we can feel and build upon. All right. So thankfulness is something that is at our disposal. I always say, like, when we wake up in the morning, we're trying to maximize our opportunities. So you can be 6 feet above ground and 2 feet on. So 6 feet above, 2 feet on. Then that day is an opportunity to have thankfulness and appreciation about simply waking up that morning. And listen, I don't want to practice positive toxicity. All right. Where, oh yeah, you're being positive all the time and everything is going to work out. Not so. But if you have 6 feet above and 2 feet on, then that day is an opportunity to do your best that day. And sometimes getting through the day is the best. That said, if you have all your faculties and you have the opportunity to go after and achieve your aspirational life, what is it that you want to do that day that's going to contribute to your life today, your life and money today and long term? Then we can control these emotions that contribute to the bottom line of our dollars. So let's chop up about that. And I chop up a lot about it, by the way, in my book, Wealth and the Key of Life. So some of the themes, a lot of the themes actually that you're going to hear today are in the book. So go check it out and get your copy because it's really timely if you're talking about building a better relationship with your money. So let's chop about 4 things that can help you practice gratitude. Does it affect our bottom line? Does it affect our emotional health? And what can we do to practice some of these aspects? So let's get into it. First of all, our brain, y'all, with our mindset. But you know what? The brain is a complex yet simple tool that we have. I mean, the brain is fascinating. So folks are always researching it, but it's so powerful because it gives us intuition and a whole bunch of other things, right? But there's chemical makeups in our brain too. And there's areas in our brain that control different functions, in life, whether it be our physical abilities, our thinking abilities, our emotional abilities. So gratitude is one of those things. If you're a drinker, if you take something to drink, you feel differently. Well, it's a chemical affecting a chemical in your body. All right. So you go through these emotions, either emotional highs or emotional lows. All right. If you feel love, then that is a chemical, a reaction or that's happening in your brain and in your body, and all types of emotion. The range is endless. Okay. But when we're talking about gratitude, there was a study that says that practicing gratitude affects the prefrontal cortex in our brains. And with that, it helps elevate long-term decision making. Oh, that's fascinating. So when we want to talk about life and money, yes, we're practicing the current term of life or what we're in and our finances. And ultimately, we want to connect to our future selves. So if we're able to make better decisions by living in gratitude and securing your bag, right? And one of the G's is gratitude, then our brains are rewired a little bit, right? And so with a rewired brain, it's now you're in better condition and better health to, foster flourishing in both your life and money. I was reading somewhere else too that for those folks that practice gratitude for 21 days in a row, then their financial behaviors and goal setting increased by about 18%. So another reason why finances or practicing gratitude is affecting the bottom line. All right. So if simply just by feeding our brain some food, practicing gratitude, we can then just increase our long-term thinking, which very much aligns with life and money. All right. So one of the things that you could do about this, right, is to write down some gratitude moments. I always say that gratitude is award and reward. So when you're living out through your days, there's only a certain amount of award days. Those are milestone moments in your life. All right. And that's like winning an award for best album of the year or something like that. You get an award for that. Right. But there was a lot of work that was done before that. The process of creating a anything, but let's stay with the analogy with creating an album. There's a process there. So those are the reward days. That's part of the journey. That's part of the journey. And we have to find benefit in the journey days. Those are rewarding. And some of those days are just, like I said, getting through. But that is a contribution to the overall journey because you didn't quit. All right. You didn't quit or you found the courage to keep going that particular day and that particular week or month in order to get through and to where you want to go. And then also too, it's just part of the process to keep building to where you want to go as far as your life and finances. Right. So that is enjoy the reward days, even the ones that are just getting to or getting through. Right. And then the award days, they are magnified even more because that's a payoff. And that milestone moment, you want to affirm that. And we'll talk about that a little later. So write down. Journaling is powerful, y'all. So write down some of your gratitude moments. What are you grateful for? Speak them, write them, sit with them for a little bit. All right. And that will activate some of your gratitude and grace. All right, let's pivot to what positive thinking is, positive psychology. And again, positive psychology is not about thinking positively all the time and that positive thinking is going to solve everything, right? not every day is like that, and just life just simply doesn't work like that. Life is not linear, right? However, if we can reframe and take a break and a step back, and practice some gratitude exercises daily, or have some tools or frameworks to our disposal, then we can be in a better condition to think through a different think and feel do through a different lens that can help keep our lives in a prosperous direction, and help us thrive. And there's a model called the PERMA model, and this was by Martin Seligman, and I talk about this in the book a little bit too, about positive thinking. And the PERMA model is positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. That's where the PERMA acronym comes from. And practicing the PERMA model and using those elements helps give you, it works out your body and your brain and your spirit to be a better you, build better well-being. So then you can have better alignment with your wealth and be in better shape in order to build your wealth, and also enjoy your wealth when you're distributing it. All right. And when we talk about positive emotion, we're talking about gratitude for daily wins. So acknowledging your accomplishments, whether they're quote unquote big or small. All right. So give yourself affirmations every day. All right. If you feel like you're behind in your finances, well, you can say, hey, I recognize that. That's fine. But what do I have in front of me right now to where I can go build an X that amount? Or what if you have a whole bunch of finances and you're like, I'm not enjoying them that much, and I don't have much confidence on how to manage those over time. Whatever the thought is, you say, but you know what, I can do something about that now, right? Or even just appreciation. All right, so that's thankfulness, right? Just thankfulness, saying, I'm in a good financial and life situation right now. Health is good. Bank account is looking good. Investment account is looking good. Man, today was a good day, Ice Cube style, right? And just that alone. Don't wait for the other shoe to drop. All right, another shoe doesn't always have to drop. There is compounding days of goodness and good spirit in those days as well, right? So keep those thoughts going on. What about engagement? So actively engaging in something, right? And when we're talking about life and finances, are you continuously aligning your life and the money in a way that's meaningful to you, that is bringing you outcomes that you aspire to most, the life that you want? And that's why aligning life and money is very important. And it's particularly when we talk about alignment, that's what financial harmony is. Financial harmony is about alignment and understanding with two elements trying to accomplish the same goal, right? Moving from conflict to confidence and ultimately to flourishing. And that happens between a spouse or yourself. Okay. And when you are practicing or engaging in gratitude, it's one of the elements that helps you with financial harmony, bringing two elements together: life and money, wealth and well-being, right? Spouse one, spouse two, okay? Your life and money, all right? Bridging those together in order to feel and act differently to achieve an outcome that you want, okay? And this is financial harmony. And when we talk about the PERMA elements, engagement is one of them. Are you engaging in your journey in a way that's helping you flourish in your life and accomplish the life that you want? Relationships is very important. All right. Your social networks, your spouse. And listen, y'all, who you marry is very important. Okay. All right. Now, No shame or judgment out there about, remarrying and all that type. We're not talking about all that. What I am talking about is that, who you ultimately end up with. Okay. All right. Uh, that can be one of the most just important investments, that you can make. Investments of your heart, investments of your spirit, your soul, your connectivity with someone. All right. And also having someone that's a part of your team, that you're a household, you have alignment and understanding of one another. You necessarily don't have to maybe perhaps see things through the same perspective or lens, but you are aligned and understand one another and value one another in a way that helps you build and enjoy your life's work. All right. One of the key, another life hack in life is having a good spouse. Other relationships, your social network, right? So practicing gratitude in that way, big time. All right. People want to be appreciated and valued. And we'll talk about that a little later in another segment. Having healthy relationships, and that comes first from doing some good self-care and self-understanding and self-work. Nobody wants to be fooling around with somebody that is toxic and all this other stuff, don't understand themselves, right? Put that work in. Then you could have good relationships. And then good relationships are a compounding asset. That, it doesn't have to always be in terms of, success or money or finances. Well, we're talking about that. All right. Good relationships first start just by adding good well-being to your life. They feel good. You don't want to just walk up to somebody on the street or your lifelong friends or your family and be like, hey, I want you in my social network because I believe that you're going to benefit me in some way. No. That said, your social network affects your net worth, and who you have around you. You want to have good folks that are equally aligned with you. All right. Alignment and understanding those folks that say, hey, listen, I want to have a flourishing life like you. So let's come together and build together. All right. Your social network, build your net worth. Build one, get one. Right. So relationships are very important. Having meaning in your life, meaning, purpose. It is the connective glue. I always talk about the Gorilla Glue. Right? Different from the Elmer's glue from back in the day. When you put a whole bunch of Elmer's glue on the construction paper, remember that Gen Xers back in the day, you put it together and it slid all over the place. Well, if you have meaning, purpose, value in your life and money, then you have Gorilla Glue, and you can't get that Gorilla Glue off your hands, and it's going to stay connected to whatever it's on, right? Surface that it's on. So put some Gorilla Glue on your life and money. Have meaning and purpose. And when you investigate your stories and your statements, then those stories affect the strategies that you're going to take in order to elevate. All right. So stories help you thrive. And with those stories, that means there's meaning behind those stories, past, present, and future. And then we have accomplishment. So accomplishment is what's up, right? So this is those milestone moments when you accomplish something large or small. Take note of it. Literally take note of it. What, write it down. Okay. And you'll be able to see, how you're progressing through your journey. All right. So let's go to, gratitude and Gen Xers. So I said be a G, right? To secure your bag. BAG, gratitude, grace, and grit. All right. I should add a fourth one, which is Gen X. So I'm hollering at y'all, Gen X. This applies to everybody, but I'm hollering at you, Gen X. Secure your bag in this way with some gratitude to where you're in your life, high income and thriving years, both in life, how you're feeling, your confidence, your spirit, your understanding inside and outside, and also your dollars are right more than likely. So in these times, how can we use gratitude in order to either affirm where we are and where we're going to go, or better understand where we are and give ourselves some grace so we can then continue to get where we want to go, get where you want to go and be where you want to be. That's what what life is all about. Okay. And gratitude can help us get there. How so? If Gen X is a sandwich generation, I think a lot of generations get to the sandwich point where you're trying to live your lifestyle now, and you have adult children perhaps you've taken care of or you're still taking care of, and you have parents that you have to think about. You have retirement right in front of you. You have life right here that you're trying to build upon and live fully, right, without sacrificing the future so much. All of this, right? So you got a lot on your plate. And then also, too, what's unique about Gen X, though, is that there were some years that overall, we almost lost the decade of 20s because money wasn't talked about as much in our generation, right? So, and we're taking care of all of those elements of which I was speaking about, and we're the 401k experience generation, right? So all of that was upon us, thrusted upon us, and thrusted upon you, all right? So our financial situation, where we are and where we want to go, even at high income and high asset areas, can be like, do I have enough? Are we going to have enough? Those are the questions, or perhaps some regret is like, dang, I could have done a lot more right there. We could have done this or could have done that. Well, if you're carrying around that shame and you can't shake it, then you also can't ignite the activities and the mindset to go forward as well, but then it happens to be a barrier. All right. So expressing some gratitude, say, you know what? I'm in this thing. I made it. We're here. Writing down our 5 gratitude points and acknowledging those. Here's some milestone moments. All right, there's some good things going on in here. I know there's some things that happen in life, past, present. Well, okay, we made it through. Now let's go to, right? Let's go to work and let's strive to where we want to go. Get where we want to get and be where we want to be, right? And that mindset could say, okay, look, I got these resources. Let's max out these brokerages, these 401ks, these HSAs. Let's go on vacation and live fully now, so we can get recharged, so we can put in that work and use that good energy to produce, more income, so we can buy more assets in order to invest in our meaning, our purpose, right? So we can get towards your enough, or get to a period where, I've had enough of this shit, right? So just pivoting a little bit allows life and money alignment to give your money assignments in ways that affect the bottom line of your dollars, right? So definitely having some gratitude, particularly in the Gen X stage. There was also a study that said that 25% are more likely to invest consistently with a gratitude mindset. 25% of people or grateful people are 25% more likely to invest consistently with a gratitude mindset. So that right there affects the bottom line. That consistency goes to compounding. Consistency goes to compounding, right? So acknowledge the stage that you're in and have fun with it, particularly the Gen Xers. So that segment was for y'all. All right. And y'all is a word, by the way. I was born in Kansas City. That's my birth town, and a hometown for multiple decades is Houston. So shout out to Houston. But yeah, in Texas, y'all is a word. So it's in the dictionary. All right. Last segment, but very important, which is the multiplier effect of gratitude. The multiplier effect of gratitude is on point. When you have a better mindset, then you can build upon, the momentum that you've had in many areas of life and money. Okay. Also, when we talk about the base meaning of gratitude, when you talk about thankfulness of the benefits that you've received in life or are receiving, don't want to be past tense, then you realize that nobody is self-made. Nobody is self-made. I know we hear a lot about, oh, I'm a self-made millionaire. Well, no, you're not. It's because somebody believed in you at some point, right? They invested in you somehow with either love or opportunity or space to thrive. All right. It'd be a partnership. It could be a VC money came to you, or whatever it may be, parents, spouse, uh, there's a lot of nobody's self-made. And yes, hard work goes a long way, no question. All right. There's a lot of folks working hard out there, right? So yes, you do have to have an element of working hard. All right. And hard work is does have a great effect on outcomes. All right. But just because you may not have received a dollar inheritance doesn't necessarily mean that you're 100% self-made. No. There's a lot of investment and investment in you in some other non-financial ways that help you compound. So having gratitude for that, right? Having gratitude for the benefits of life that you have received or receiving help you express your gratitude and use that gratitude to compound in life and achieve what you want to achieve. Here's another study. It says people who regularly practice gratitude are 22% more likely to receive mentorship or career opportunities. And that also means we're always learning. We're always learning. Even if we're thriving and we're considered an expert, a thought leader, or a consultant, or anything positive that we're leveraging our experience, even at that, we're still growing. All right. We're still learning. So with that, if you're acknowledging and recognizing that, there has been and there is a lot of positive atmosphere, that or energy that's going around you and helping you use that energy in order to thrive and strive to where you want to go, that's another expression of a gratitude, right? You may have a mastermind group, or, all right, this is what I'm talking about, surrounding yourself with folks that are equally yoked with you. All right. Whether it be spouse, friendship, or family, right? Get you some of that so you can get to cooking. Right. I walked into a pun right there. Yolks, get some ingredients, do cooking. Yeah. I'm that dude. Right. But, write some gratitude points down. And this is because you hear that theme a lot, which is journaling. Okay. And taking some time, some me time, in the mornings or during the afternoons to really pause and reflect, have some mindfulness about you. All right. Because sometimes just sitting down in silence and having it's a moment with yourself. So, having melancholy. All right. Melancholy is different from sadness. Melancholy is because there's calmness, right? And stillness and being able to understand and work. And not even just, I don't want to put the W word and not work through, but having that moment to yourself to where it's like, yeah, you're pretty chill, and you're giving your brain, you're giving your soul a moment to, recognize some of these bag moments, secure your bag moments, be that G, right? Be a G, gratitude, grit, and grace. Okay. So these are the 4 areas that we chopped it up about. We chopped it up about the brain. All right. We chopped it out about the PERMA model, gratitude and Gen X. How does it help you? And also the multiplier effect of gratitude. Get you some, y'all. All right. Gratitude is really a time. It's a time during holiday seasons, during the end of the year, during the beginning of the year. All these are milestone points to where gratitude is magnified. But gratitude is all throughout the year. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Get you some so you can get where you want to go and be where you want to be. All right. That's the show. Thank you for listening. If you've liked what you've seen, liked, and heard on the show, like and subscribe, y'all. Leave some comments. How does gratitude help you? Comment in the show threads, and also check out the book, my new book, Wealth in the Key of Life. Get you some of that. Give it to yourself, a friend, colleague, or clients if you're in business. It's a gift that keeps on giving, just like gratitude. All right. We'll chop soon. Cheers.